Why is out everywhere so much violence? Why is everything we do so sacrificing? The ancient Egyptian understanding is what we need to unveil what is behind it. How then did they discover the truth about the brutality of this world? They did that by using the best method at hand we have, looking at nature, reading it. Think you if it is in the universe, a creation, a birth without sacrifice. Where we see creation, we see sacrifice. Then, as we see sacrifice everywhere all the time, they concluded that sacrifice is at the foundation of this universe. It is its operating principle. Therefore, they viewed violence and sacrifice not as a punishment, but as an essential creative force. Moreover, interestingly, the ancient Egyptians deduced that the universe is a living being, whom they called God Amun, that means the one who divided himself into everybody else. For them, God Amun is the first and the greatest of the gods who created himself and after birth split himself into the countless forms of the universe, including us. Thus, we are inside God Amun. We are his fragments. Rejoice, you are part of him. But again, if the universe is already created, why does violence and sacrifice still exist now? Why did it not end after its creation? Reading nature, seeing violence everywhere and every time, they couldn't conclude another thing other than that all the time God Amun is in his creative action. In other words, God Amun didn't just create the universe, he is sculpting himself, tearing his own flesh into new things and beings all the time. He remains in the process of creation now and ever. They concluded that we live at the limit of the universe. Therefore, we stand at the frontier of space, time, and matter, which we call the present time. We are at the boundary of God Amun's creativity. Consequently, we all are always at the end of times. And somehow we all sense this, that we are part of the divine creation, which some of us express in simple ways like carving their initials on trees or monuments. A further conclusion is that as we are part of God Amun, and from the fact that there is nothing we do that does not require some sacrifice of ours, then it means that we are active parts of his creative actions. Some people are very conscious of this, as they have a burning passion for achievements, for they are entrepreneurs, whether they are businessmen, warriors, kings, scientists, engineers, or artists. Reading the books of Julius Caesar, the general of Rome who lived within this ancient mindset, you see that he did not aim to be an emperor or even to win the wars he fought. Differently, through his writings, you comprehend that his goal was to fully live those events. Reading his books, you realize that he understood that he was the one who was sculpting those events and enjoying the power he had to contribute actively to the creation of his present time. Julio Caesar and other ancient people like the pharaohs were aware of the privilege of being alive as we are, not the people of the past, nor the future ones. We are the ones here at the limit of the universe. This is our time, our chance to shape the events that are in our hands. You are part of God Amun. This is your privilege, your gift, your challenge. But what does God Amun really want in this universe, which he divided himself into? Being conscious that we are not God Amun himself, as we are just parts of him, and observing the events of this universe. Since we enjoy our lives living inside him, it's natural to conclude that he is creating an infinite variety of events to delight himself through all of them, as we do ourselves. Rejoice in the honor of being alive on the edge of the universe. Shape the present you live in. Enjoy your opportunity. As an ancient Egyptian said, love life and don't think about death.